Lockdown seems to be getting the better of us lately. It just seems very easy to lounge on the couch in pajamas all day doing basically nothing while neglecting our basic needs. Every day feels like the day before and nothing seems to be interesting anymore. Getting into this mindset is a gradual process, and getting out of it, though it's not impossible, is pretty hard, so I compiled a list of things to do during lockdown to get things going and prevent getting stuck in a rut. Work on having a set morning routine. I personally find this one to be the most important out of the entire list. A morning routine sets the tone for the rest of the day. If you get up at 2 p.m. after sleeping in due to staying up late the entire night before, you almost instantly feel put off for the rest of the day. Whereas if you go to bed at a reasonable time and wake up early to take a shower, change into something cute, do your hair, make breakfast, and actually take the time to eat at a table, you automatically feel so much better and feel ready to take on the day ahead of you. Try to have something to work on every day. If you're a student like myself, then you probably are already doing online lectures and studying at home. Well, for me, it's not anymore because that recently stopped, but many students out there are studying at home, so having something to work on every day is not that difficult for them. But you don't have to be a student, or you don't have to work from home or study at home to find something to work on every day. Just having a main event around which you can plan your day, I find is crucial to make you feel productive and more in control. If you're currently taking time off, you can plan to learn or work on something every day just to have a goal to tick off at the end of the day so you don't resort to lounging all day long. Many online courses are now available for free. You can start there. Maybe start reading that book you've been putting off for too long. Or brush up your baking or cooking skills. Whatever it is you have not had the time to start doing, now seems like the perfect time to do. Have regular meals, preferably healthy ones. It ties both self-care and building a structure together. It is very easy to grab an unhealthy snack when you're hungry and forget about basic nutrition during lockdown. The problem is it backfires almost instantly. I used to not care about meal timing that much, but I found that it made me sluggish at different parts of the day and I would feel like staying in bed 80% of the day basically. Until I actually started taking care of my meals and what goes into them. It makes a huge difference, especially to mental health and your emotions throughout the day. Try incorporating some exercise. The thought of sitting around all day with barely any physical activity was one of the most unsettling things I knew I had to deal with during lockdown, especially considering the fact that we have no idea when this whole thing is going to end. But then I started working out to YouTube videos at least once a week and I noticed that I always feel 10 times better afterwards. Wind down. I personally like to take some time completely for myself in the evening, just to do whatever I want basically. I usually like to work in the morning and relax in the evening and not do as much work. I tend to do less work as the day progresses, so it's not unusual for me to watch something in bed with a cup of tea before I call it a day. This is a time like no other. It seems like the world is posing for some time, hopefully for not too long. So take it as a chance to reflect and assess where you're headed and whether or not you'd like to continue this way. It's like we're suddenly being handed a bundle of free time that we're not used to. What we choose to do with it is completely and entirely up to us. I, for one, now have much more time than I previously had, and I see it as one of the positives of this situation. It can't possibly be entirely negative, right? Try to help. If you can help people in need in this difficult situation, please take the time to do so. Not everyone is taking time off or has the privilege to wait at home until it's safe to go outside again. You probably already know this, but try to consider what other people have to go through at this time and actually offer help in any way. This honestly has to be the best thing you can do at the moment. Try to be a little more kinder to yourself and those around you, and only go outside if it's absolutely necessary. It might be getting extremely boring inside, but it's a pandemic and we need to stay inside for our safety and the safety of those around us. So make sure you're keeping yourself occupied while you're at home to distract yourself. I like to look at the lockdown as a temporary situation that is hopefully going to end when everything gets better soon. It helps stop the endless stream of negative thoughts that follow the notorious questions that start with, what if? Whenever you find yourself starting to get into this state of mind, distract yourself by doing something you love, and it'll be over before you know it.